Another victim to student loans. We're not gonna waste no time on this one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's hit it.
Frugal things I do to student loans.
Now, wait a second. He said he took out $160,000 in student loans. We gotta talk about that.
Man, it's rough, man. I just hope and pray. Hope is not a strategy though, but hey, but I hope it was in tech. I hope it was in the healthcare space, something that he can generate enough income to whether over the next 3, 4, 5 years he can go ahead and get that out of his life, so he can take that income, build wealth with it, and live his life and do the things he need to do. So I don't know if that part is going to be talked about. We're going to see. But if you 160 in a hole and you making 40 grand, or it's rough. It's going to be rough.
Ooh, that sounds scary. Let's keep going.
But this is how he is saving money. He wants to be frugal because of the student loan.
We got the answer.
One is I don't turn on the heat.
Okay,
I'll really bundle up at home and
do what?
Mm-hmm. So he doesn't turn on the heat. Now that is that crossing the line into cheap territory, or is that still frugal? What you thinking?
Now, man, I'm traumatized when it comes to this because I remember growing up. Turn that light off. Hey, turn that heat off. Turn it up. Like, man, look, man, if we going back and forth about my electricity bill gonna go up or whatever, and it's like, and I mean, that is cheap. Like, okay, you're gonna save $50 or it go up $75. If that is really impacting your life, and that, I like to be comfort. I don't like to be hot. I like it to be cooler. And so if the thermostat is your issue, you probably need to take a step back, and you probably got a money issue. And that's just real talk. Like, let's address the bigger issue. That's what my mind goes.
You know where my mind goes now she's saying this? This is some single dude stuff. Like, no, okay, if you buy I'm saying, like, if you buy yourself, man, okay, cool. Leave that heat off. Man, if you bring the girl over, turn that heat on, man. Don't have over the shivering, man. Chill out, man. Come on.
Hey, man, he got his boo freezing over there.
Right, man. Trying to get her to go under the covers, man. That's not cool, man. Turn that heat on, man. Stop being stingy, man.
That's funny.
Let's see what the next one is.
Wrap myself around when I sleep at night.
He another one of them guys talking about, I only do my coffees at home. I'm gonna save $15 a month. What? I'm sure you've heard this before. What do you think?
Okay, so but you talking to somebody. I enjoy coffee. It was a time I didn't like coffee, wasn't interested, but I actually enjoy coffee now. So, matter of fact, earlier today, got a latte. You see what say latte?
There we go.
I got a latte. I got a latte with oat milk. So, however, I will say that it's not a need, it's a want. But you also talking to someone that I have my personal finances together, though. Now, if I was on the come up, and I was like aggressively trying to kill some debt, it would be something I would throw in there once or twice a month just to kind of reward myself, maybe a carrot or something where I hit a certain milestone or something. But like every single day, I would not be having these. And not that I drink these every single day, or I wouldn't drink them at the frequency that I have them now. Because I typically do two times a week, maybe 3 times a week. In his case, with $160,000 in debt, his first order of business and killing that debt. So I like where his mind is in terms of, he like, man, look, I'm gonna buy the coffee, make it at home. Cause maybe coffee might not even be his thing like that. Or maybe it is, but he like, look, I'm gonna go ahead. I want to drink it. I'm gonna buy it, and so I'm gonna make it myself. I'm not mad at it for the short term to get where you got to go. I don't know about that brand, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know about them. Like, on the one hand, I get how some people are like, man, you're not gonna claw your way to wealth by not drinking coffee. I get why they're saying that. But also, like you said, I do like the energy of saying, you know what, I do want to do something about my finances, because I know if you've seen those scenes in movies, of course it's just a movie, but that something about that mindset when, oh, we're trapped in the basement, we're trapped in the bunker, we got limited food. Somebody always panics and eat the whole pantry in one day. It's like, bro, we're gonna be down here for months. You ate the whole pantry in one day. I think we do that financially too. It's like, okay, I'm already $160,000 in debt. What is a Starbucks cup 2 or 3 or 4 a week gonna do to me? You kind of get that mentality of, okay, I'm already screwed a little bit. What's the matter of sprinkling a little salt on it too? So I like them trying to stop the bleeding.
Well, really what it come down to is behavior patterns. So today it's the coffee, right? That's not gonna hurt me. You're right, it's not. So then that's $100 a month in just micro payments that over a month you ain't think about. Then, and so imagine stacking that on top of some other things that's in the miscellaneous category, and before you know it, you got miscellaneous charges of $500 or $600, $750, and or even $1,000 that's not accounted for. And that's where you can run into the issue of that. So it's not really about the Starbucks, which Starbucks isn't even that good in my opinion, but neither here nor there. But so that's really where, like, I agree. Like, coffee is not gonna make more money. Yes.
Right.
But it's really about the mindset. Like, if it's really like you can fall into that mindset of just now you saying that about many other things and you're not handling your business.
Man, that carryover for real. Let's see what else. Speaking of carryover, what's number 3? Let's see.
It cost me about 8 cents a cup.
So when you start talking about cents,
I also don't really buy any.
His third thing, he only drinks water. He doesn't drink soda. Then I don't know if this extends to when he's at restaurants. I actually like this, but not for the financial tip. I think that a lot of us should try to. I'm not gonna speak to everybody else. I'm just gonna speak to me. Me personally, I think that moments in life where I'm doing good is the moments where I was only drinking water. You start introducing that other stuff, your body start feeling funny, you start feeling sluggish. When you're on that all water, it just hit different. So I'm not even talking about financially. Body wise, it's good. I think I like this.
Okay, so what are you doing right now?
I'm like, okay, I'll say about 80-85% water. He likes to make matchas, and I like to drink them. So I'm like, you know what? But nah, we try to. I guess we try to be like him, try to make our coffees at home, such and so. We try not to get them out. We try not to buy them. I don't do sodas and stuff out the house. Now I cut sodas and stuff out my life. But like he said, we got the big. I don't know if it's Brita, one of them filters, but that definitely helps.
Yeah. Now I primarily drink water. Outside of this, I drink water. And I have this maybe, like I said, 2 to 3, really probably like twice a week. And that's pretty much it for me. Yeah, but I'm not mad at that. Because also if you buy bottled water, you're gonna spend, you're gonna spend a lot of money buying bottled water or them jugs, gallon
carrying
jugs.
it, not just money. It's a lot of work. It could be.
So it's definitely, so I can get with this one. I'm with you on the health side. And I'll be honest, we do buy bottled water. So we don't have a Brita. We did at one point. But
in water, that's another subject for another video. We could talk about that filter. Let's see what else he gets into though.
No canned soda or fizzy drinks at all. Next one's pretty obvious, but I try to cook most of my meals instead of.
Mainly just cooks at home. He says he doesn't really eat out. So I guess that answers my earlier question on if it applies to restaurants. He's not even going to restaurants. So he really just strictly water, and I'm cooking all my meals at home. So he says, what do you think?
I respect that. And to be honest with you, we cook a lot at home too. We work with a meal prep, but it's a healthy meal prep spot. So we don't eat out very much ourselves, just because when you eat out, it's fun, it's exciting, but on the other side, like on the money side, yes, if you eat out every day, you go hitting up these restaurants, you're gonna blow your budget, especially if you need to take care of things or you have $160,000 in debt. But maybe that's your thing you really enjoy. So what I would suggest is, while you're paying your debts off, create a carrot for yourself. Like, when I pay off this amount of debt, I'm gonna celebrate. Whether it be 5,000 increments or 10,000 increments or whatever your thing is, just set a carrot for yourself and reward yourself in that way. That doesn't mean go to Michelin star though. I would say the maximum is a steakhouse, but you know your budget, so don't play
Right.
yourself. So is it a steakhouse or is it Outback? You know what I'm saying? Or is it, hey, let's hit up Chipotle. That's obviously much cheaper. So, so do you know the way your budget is set up, the way your current lifestyle is this a Chipotle celebration? Is this an Outback celebration or Applebee's or in that realm? Or is this a filet mignon celebration? Or is this Michelin celebration? It's a many different ranges you can go, but that will be something to set a care for yourself to keep going if eating out is your thing.
Right, man. And eating out, no, I can relate to that, man. And so I think that, so I can speak to the spenders out there, like the people that's just naturally spenders. So because we don't want you to have to, like, this is supposed to be a celebration. You don't have to like overanalyze celebration, but make sure that if you don't have an accountability partner, even at least internally, if you don't want to run the math on how much it's going to cost, you shouldn't do it. But if you feel comfortable doing the math, okay, well, I know I can go there and get this for that and get this for that, and you run the math up and it's not going to be crazy, okay, do it. But we just don't walk in blind, and because you're not walking in blind, you're being led by your emotions. And like, as a spender, I can speak to this. You're going to like what you got, and that's the problem. It's not going to work out well. It's not going to be cost effective, like he's saying. Speaking of, let's see what he got.
Very cost effective, such as chicken or eggs or potatoes. Cheap to buy, but filling
interesting. So he works out at the crib. He got his own little setup. Let me see.
Ready with adjustment.
How much was that? Them things ain't cheap from what I hear. The little Peloton. I don't know if that was a Peloton, but or something. One of them bikes. But yeah, it looks like he got a home workout equipment. What do you think about that? Do you work out at the crib? Do you mainly go out the house to do it?
I prefer to go to the gym, but I do have some things at the house just in case. Like, for example, if the gym closes or something, I have a treadmill. I have some boxing equipment at the house, and I have some weights. Those is one of them, but you can set the weight size on them. That way, you don't have a whole roll of dumbbells in your crib taking up space.
Right.
And I have jump rope and stuff like that. So that's what I have at the crib. But that's really to supplement the gym. That I like going to the gym. Like, after this, I'm going to the gym. Like, I already got my gym. I'm going to the gym. For him, I'm like you, seeing what he purchased. You basically pay for a gym membership up front for a whole year, and then I guess after that, you'll start to see the cost savings. Because to your point, a Peloton, that's going to run you a little bit unless you look on Facebook Marketplace and maybe someone just sold it to you and you got it on the cheap. But how frugal he is, something tells me he probably did pay full price though. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that it probably is still cheaper for him to do what he's doing compared to like having an ongoing gym membership. Even though these days you could probably get one for like $35 a month, and they're pretty reasonable. But I'm looking at him. He look like, is he gonna hurt himself? Like, is he gonna hurt himself?
That's how the videos be starting.
I don't know if I recommend that one, what he doing right there. But anyway, just have a little fun.
Man, and I think you're right though. We just making assumptions. Shoot, I'm assuming he paid for that bike. He might have picked it up off the road. You never know. Let's see. Man, I kind of want to get to the comments. What the comments talking about? I'm sure they saying something funny. So, Honey Bunny said, "Let me know if you can see the. I need to zoom in." Honey Bunny said, "The way that a normal lower/middle class lifestyle is being labeled as frugal is crazy to me." That's funny. That's interesting.
Well, but we don't know
about
how
that.
Much, but we don't know how much
is this normal.
But the piece that we don't know how much he made. You know what I'm saying? So this is called normal spending.
ELA
by the way,
this is called normal spending. That's funny. It seemed like a common theme. Izzy said, "This really ain't crazy. This really isn't crazy." Maybe this is an ad. Someone said, "Isn't this normal consumption?" That's funny. Wouldn't call it frugal. Half of Germany is living like this by choice, except the gym. How you know what half of Germany looking like?
Interesting. As a Mexican,
that's not frugal. It's like living in Italy. Well, that's interesting that they keep bringing up these different countries.
Yeah, I think that's the other part too. Is you don't realize sometimes it's perspective, right? You don't realize like in other places it's a luxury to have heat or and things like that. But I don't know. But I think this was a good one to cover. I like, at least I'm not the biggest fan of this frugal thing. I'll be honest with you. But I do like that he has his money on his mind. I like that part. And you got to have your money. My takeaways for this video to anyone that's out there listening, you must have your money on your mind in order to hit your money targets, whether that's paying off debt, whether that's saving $1,000, saving $5,000, saving 10 grand, saving for a down payment. And you must sacrifice something to get to your goal. You don't have to sacrifice everything, and then it's how fast do you want to get there? And the one thing that gurus won't say is they be trying to get you to budget, making 30, 40 grand a year, and they won't just flat out tell you, hey, let's explore some options for you to make more money. And what does that look like? Now you can opt out of that, but like sometimes you need to do a career change. Sometimes you need to figure out how to make more money. Like, because there's a threshold where like when you make certain income, after you pay bills and maybe put a little bit in savings, pay bills, it's gone. And so what is that telling you? I need to make more money. I can only cut my budget so much. Now it hit different if you cutting your budget, you make 200 grand, which I know that's out there, me saying that, or you make 150 or you make 125. That hit a little bit different than you making 40, 50, or 60. It's not a good thing, it's not a bad thing, but if you can double your income, that hit a little bit different. So wanted to share that perspective with you as well. As we close in the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you need to increase your income, make sure to check out Level Careers. In the bottom is not the be all end all, but if you want to get into sales without needing a degree, you can do that. Check out the course, use the coupon code KEN at the checkout, and you will be on your way to at least having a foundational understanding of what that looks like to get into tech sales. And you can legitimately get on the track of, you might start off, 60, 70 as an SDR, then you hit that, you do great, and your income is just going to keep increasing. And it's because you're connected to the revenue of the company and you're helping the company generate revenue. And that's highly valuable. I get it. Sales isn't for everyone, but if you're intrigued, if you're interested, check it out in the description below. And until the next video, we're going to have more coming to you on these reactions. We out.